Okay, boys and girls, today I'm going to go over the word problem that was on your assessment. Okay, let's read it first. It says, Brooke and Regina showed how many crayons they had using base 10 blocks. How many more crayons does Regina have than Brooke? Show your work below. So the first step would be to count how much each person has. How many crayons does Brooke have? How many crayons does Regina have? And my friends that wrote how many crayons Brooke had and how many crayons Regina had, I gave them partial credit for that because that made me see that they understood how much a flat was, how much a stick was, and how much a stone or ones were. So I gave my friends credit for that. Some friends, they didn't have anything written down, so I really couldn't give them any credit for that. So the first step would have been to figure out how much each person has. So Brooke, we know that a flat is 100, we know a stick is 10, and we know that stones is 1. So we would count 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So we're at 190, 191, 92, 93, 94, and that would be Brooke has 195. The next step would be, how much does Regina have? We know that a flat is worth 100. We know that a stick is worth 10, and we know that a stone is worth 1. So we would go ahead and count 100, 200, 300, 310, 20, 30, 40, 341. So that would have been our first step, because that would at least show me, oh yeah, she knows how much a flat is worth, she knows how much a stick is worth, she knows how much a stone is worth. Now the question, let's go back. How many more crayons does Regina have than Brooke? So the main word here is how many more crayons does Regina have than Brooke? So it's already saying they already know Regina has more, but how much more? How would you figure that out? We would figure that out by subtracting. Okay, I had friends who set this up correctly. Again, I gave them partial credit for that. If they at least set this up, then I know they at least understand how to set up the problem. It would have been 341 minus 195. I had some friends that put 200. I'm not really sure how they came up with 200. But this is how you would have set it up. 341 minus 195. And like I said, I would have given you partial credit if you set it up that way. Now, the next step is to figure out what this answer is. So it's 341 minus 195. You could have used any method that you wanted, as long as it was set up correctly. I'm going to use expanded. We know that 341 has 3 hundreds, which is 300. We know that there are 4 tens, which is 40. And we know that there is 1 1. Now we do 195. We know that there's 100 in 195. We know that there are 9 tens, which is 90 in 195. And we know that there are 5 ones in 195. So our next step, can we do 1 minus 5, boys and girls? No, that's impossible. So we go next door and we grab 10 more. And does the 10 go to outer space? No. This 1 now becomes an 11. And now we can solve 11 minus 5. We should know is 6. We go to the tens. Can we do 30 minus 90? No, that's impossible. So we go next door and we grab 10 more. It's actually 10 tens. So our 30 becomes 130. We're doing 130 minus 90. We should know that is 40. And our last step is 200 minus 100, which equals 100. So our answer is 146. So when we go back to the question, how many more crayons does Regina have than Brooke? Regina has 146 more crayons than Brooke. So you see that was multiple steps. That was a lot of steps. I had some friends that were very close. They got very close to 146. Maybe they were off by 1. Maybe they were off by 10. That's why it's very important that we are always double checking. And if we go step by step, you will be successful.